Alright, so hello everybody, I'm the Trapbox Gamer. This is the last episode of Bioshock. Lorenzo, you asked a question last episode that we didn't have time to really talk about because it's near the end. What was it?
It was, how would you rank the characters in this game?
Or are we talking just from the first game, the second game, or the entire series? Just the first game?
Yes.
Okay, that's, despite what I said about Frank Fontaine, I did like him as the villain, but it kind of drops out once the big reveal hits, because, how do I explain is that when the twist comes, it's like, damn, he got me, and when you replay the game again, you actually notice the little bits of deceit that he plays along. Like, for example, he could have easily said, would you kindly harvest the little sister, instead of saying, you know, deal with it on your own terms. He could have easily said that, but he didn't, because he knew that would have made it a little suspicious how you follow everything he said. However, the second half, when we finally figure out that, hey, he's a bad guy, he kind of loses his luster just a little much. Like, he got a little too overconfident, and ultimately that led him to his downfall. So, I have to give him, out of ranking of 10, 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Like, I like him at first, but at the end, he disappointed me.
Plus, he is one of those, I am a very smart man, but when you fight him, he's like, now I'm a very buff man, look at my muscles.
Yeah, that's also something to do with his boss fight. Like, it's fucking easy, even on, like, we're playing on the hardest difficulty too, if you didn't remember. I think people say that he's literally the easiest boss fight there is in the series, which is sad because he's the final boss. Who else? I guess another character would be Andrew Ryan. Now, Andrew Ryan, he is high up because I like his aesthetic. I also like him that he's a little fleshed out more in the sequel. Like, you can actually see more of his past rather than what's been presented in this game, but we're talking about the first game. Like, I like how when his end came, he didn't, like, he went out on his own terms, is what I'll say.
Right, with dignity.
I wouldn't say dignity, he got golf clubbed to death, but still, like, you know, that scene in itself, the revelation of everything, like, that also adds to it, because, like, I don't know how to say, it's, like, for the entire game, he's been what you thought was the antagonist, and in some ways, he still is afterwards, but if you remember correctly, in the game, Andrew Ryan is biologically your main character's father. Did you remember that or not? It's been a while. That's why I said, like, you know, that little shocking reveal that's been picked up if you go after... Okay, so it gets picked up if you follow the game on its own, but it's more reinforced because there's at least one audiobook that kind of hints at him being your father. Or not hints at it, kind of says you're the father, or he's the father. And I like that, like, adds a little more to... Shit, that guy just came out of nowhere. It kind of adds a little bit more tragedy to his death, and like, I don't know how to, like, look, it's been a while and I'm not feeling good. My words aren't exactly my own at the moment.
I get what you mean, though.
Because I'm not trying to say he's, like, completely innocent either. Like, he wasn't an innocent person. It's just...
No.
It's just, like, the complex relationship that your own character has with them makes it an interesting dynamic. This is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, he's a very interesting character because
Also, he looks kind of like Walt Disney too, so that's, you know, that gave me a little fun jab with him. Who else was a character in here? Sandra Cohen. I actually love Sandra Cohen. He's that eccentric character that is just a little too... You don't know if he's gonna be a friend or like a foe, like 1 second, and then the next he's like stabbing you in the back. Like, he was a fun character. I mean, he was sadistic too, don't get me wrong. He made us photograph his old, like, I think it was his students. Like, he was a sadistic son of a bitch, don't get me wrong. But he had, like, that whole charm to it, if that makes sense.
Makes sense to me, yeah.
I'm trying to think. So, we all know by now that Atlas was Fontaine. They're basically one of the same, but I like the person, like, I like the persona of this everyday guy helping you out, even if it ended up being a lie. So, if we could split up Atlas into his own separate, like, character, I'd say, like, he was pretty high up. Because,
you know,
for the... Continue.
Sorry, go ahead, I'll let you finish.
Because, well, again, I'll say this now, like, yeah, he was really Fontaine, and he betrayed you, like, it was all playing you from the start. If he were his own character, if he was an actual person, think about it this way, he was there as soon as you got off, he helped you through everything. The only sad thing is that he was really Fontaine fucking with you. I like the persona of this character, the guy that helps the player even when they're already up shit's creek. Like, he gave off the, like, this character was supposed to be someone to rival Andrew Ryan, someone that was for the common people, so those kind of character types I kind of like.
It is funny. I remember. Okay, so for context, I did actually like know about the twist involving like would you rather, because you know the
would you kindly
would you kindly would you
rather
would you rather beat Andrew Ryan to death with a golf club or have tea with him?
I don't know. He seems like a nice guy, but I don't like tea. We tee off. Works in both ways with that sentence.
That's all. That's the Sesame Street version of Bioshock. Oh, you poor Jack, you poor thing. I heard you just survived a plane crash. You poor thing. Come, play golf with me. That'll help relieve your nerves.
Bashes his head in with a golf club. You know what? I do like Tannenbaum. Tannenbaum, like, she is responsible for the little sisters, but you know she regrets what she did. Otherwise, she wouldn't be here trying to encourage us to save the little sisters. And I got these fuckers to fight.
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe I didn't. I don't know. I thought I did. Did I?
Maybe they're just hitting each other because of your illusion.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking, but it doesn't look like it anymore. Did I actually get them to fight? Holy shit. Okay, well, I'm picking out the gun one. The gun one's a bitch. Fuck. Why didn't it go after the illusion? But for me, Tannenbaum was a sympathetic character. I really liked her. Did I like how she said I had to turn into a big daddy at the end without a heads up? Not really. I definitely hated the fact that I had to put on the fucking helmet because of her, but you know what? At the end, it's a little shit. And also, she doesn't betray us. She doesn't betray us, so that's like top tier in my book.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah.
So let's see. Tenenbaum, Sandra Cohen, Frank Fontaine / Atlas, Andrew Ryan. Who else was in this game?
Who else was like a major character in this game?
I'm not gonna include like Sandra Cohen's little fucking proteges that we had to kill, because really they're just splicers. They're just splicers that we had to fight. If you think about it.
Well, okay, I have a character, but he's not like definitely not sympathetic at all, but it was fun just knowing how he ended up. It was fun knowing that a Big Daddy absolutely killed.
Oh, what's his face? Yeah. Absolutely no sympathy towards that character. He's a dick.
You know, he's not just a hate sink. He's the hate tub.
I do like how he met us in. That is a beautiful twist of irony there. Any other characters? There are a lot of side characters that are like old, like not old, but they're like a lot of side characters that were like the people of this world, and while they do have little stories that make them interesting, they're not really characters that you would remember. Like, I'm not saying you won't remember, but like they're not main characters. They're more like missed characters, if that makes sense. Background characters to give this world more of a feel of its, place in the universe, if that makes sense.
Would you count? Okay, this might be a stretch in terms of characters, but it's. I mean, they're so iconic that it's like almost impossible to talk.
Were you gonna ask about the big daddies?
Yeah, and the little sisters. Like, would you count them as characters?
You know what? I was gonna say. I'm gonna say yes, but the sequel does them a little better. They're put a little more depth in the sequel. In fact, if you remember what I said, in the sequel you play as a big daddy. That gives you more an insight of the whole process of becoming a big daddy, or being a big daddy, and more of the insight of the little sisters. But for the first game, character-wise, we're talking characters, I have to say that while I don't hate them, the real characteristics that you only get are the 6 at the end, because they're given screen time. If that makes sense. Or how many were at the end? Was it 6 or was it less?
I think it was 6.
I think it was 6. But the point is, for the most of the game, they're not really characters themselves. They're obstacles for the player. They're emotional, like, dilemmas in the little sister case.
Right.
Which kind of goes into Jack himself. So, as a main character, he's kind of a blank slate. Which kind of makes sense, as he was created to be, he wasn't really given a personality, is what I'm trying to say, but I feel like that's intentional, so you could get in his shoes and kind of feel like yourself in Rapture. Like, you're not told what to do exactly. Like, you're given the option on either, hey, in the sequel, like, you get more options to have more choices based on what you do. And I'm sorry, I'm feeling kind of sick. Like, I know, like, it's getting to me and we're almost done. So if I'm stumbling on my words, it's because I'm not feeling too hot right now. But we are literally almost halfway there, and I just need to power through it. Just a little longer.
Good. You're all good. We have like 22 minutes. We can do this.
Yeah. But I see Jack as more as a blank slate, because he is more characterized through the player's acting. There's a good ending and there's a bad ending. There's no, like, you really don't get much of a personality from him, because he doesn't really talk much, and he doesn't really, like, give opinions during the whole game. He just does what you do, which is fine. Which is fine. I think it gives the player, like, it lets the player. Can you help me with what I'm trying to?
player make their own decisions about the story and stuff.
Yeah, and it gives them their
conclusion.
Yeah, it also gives them their own chance to like experience the story, like how they would feel, like, oh, would I be evil or would I be good, like something like that. But honestly, I go into it more, but I think it's just me overthinking shit, because right now when I'm sick, I kind of overthink shit a little much.
I get you.
Where's the fucking phone? God damn. I think that's all the characters in Bioshock 1.
Yeah, why don't you just like take like a moment to rest, and I'll try to keep the video going with my voice.
Look, I appreciate it, but it's the last one. I can't. Like, once we're done, I'm done for the day, but for now, I think I can keep going. I really appreciate it, though.
Oh, sorry, I am so sorry. Like, that was genuinely, like, sweet of you to say. I just saw the bottom text there, all kinds of enemies, and I'm like, oh no.
You could see why this is the last fucking one.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, there's a bomb enemy, too.
Oh no.
I guess they're kind of mid-tier, because honestly, I forgot them in the last video. If they were noticeable, I would remember them, but I didn't.
You know, that actually kind of makes it sadder, because like, to be honest, would you rather be so, like, how do I put this? Would you rather be so, like, despised that people remember you, or so bland that you're, like, which is worse to you, being bad or being forgettable?
Forgettable. Definitely forgettable. You wanna know why? Because, okay, this guy right here, he might have bombs, but we have telekinesis. Nitro Splasher, that's what the fuck they're called. Their one weapon is one that we could turn on them. Don't get me wrong, I know I fucked up before and missed grabbing it. I definitely have, but to have the one thing that you use as a weapon, like, turn on you, it's kind of pathetic. And I, like, don't get me wrong, I think it's good that they have the variety, but dude's just like, eh.
And I also love that they keep throwing bombs. It's like, it'd be one thing if they throw a bomb, you throw it back, and they're like, okay, that did not work, let me try something differently. But then they're like, shoot, that didn't work, let me try again. How did it not work a second time?
Honestly, I think if they survived the first time, that's kind of a miracle on its own.
Right, because it's a bomb.
Yeah.
In real life, people tend to not be able to take multiple bombs.
That's true, but remember, they're spliced up. They could be durable for all we know.
You know what? That's true. That is true. It's like in real life, when you're, you know, on some certain stuff, sometimes you're a little bit durable.
Talking about PCP, aren't we?
I was actually thinking cocaine.
Oh, I was thinking PCP because or bath salts, or whatever the fuck those things are called. I heard someone took like several shots to the face and still survived. Like, that's some crazy shit.
Jesus Christ.
The source I can't recall. It might be some bullshit article or some shit, but I just remember. Oh, so you see that we got all of them lit up, right?
Yeah.
You think we're done?
I'm guessing we're not.
Nope, we have one final wave.
Oh boy.
Well,
That's
one
a big one.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just not feeling it too good. Just, we got this. We got this.
Yeah. Take your time.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say, fuck, I don't think I have this thing right here. Yeah, no, I don't. I lost train of thought. It's gonna be a shit ton of enemies. But I wanted to talk about something before I forget, but I forgot, so it's like, shit.
It'll come to you. It'll come to you. I'm sure of it.
And look, if it was important, it wouldn't have been lost in the first place. So, yeah.
You know, that's true. That's true too.
I think it was something with the game. Oh, wait, there's this one dude we forgot. He was the guy that Atlas sent us to in the fishing wharf. The fishing area.
God.
What's his face?
Oh.
Low. We're gonna rank him low. You wanna know why?
Why?
1, he stabbed me in the back. 2, he's a bitch about. And 3, I don't remember his name.
That is justified explanation.
I'll be honest. I feel a little unfair with that, but I don't remember the dude's name on top of my head. I do remember he betrays you, so that's something, I guess. And this is an instant loss. Like that one right there, that's an instant loss.
Yeah.
Trying to hack this bitch. Trying to hack this bitch.
Hack the bitch. Hack the bitch. Hack the bitch. It's Spider-Man.
See, we got this. We got this. We got this. We might get this bitch. We might get this. We got it.
We got the bitch.
Too bad we don't have enough money for the ammo, though. Ha! I just hacked it to hack it.
And now everything's dark.
Yeah, it's gonna start.
Oh, boy.
I don't remember how many there were. I know there's a shit ton of enemies, though. But as long as you keep on getting the headshots, I should be fine. But I miss that one little perk you get for the, you know, when you get hit and they shock others. Like, I kind of miss that. That was a good perk. Well, it's not called a perk in this game. That's Fallout, but you get what I mean when I say that.
Yeah.
It's a good tonic. That's what they're called.
Tonic, right.
You can never hit these fuckers. This is a reason why I hate these fuckers. They're acrobatic bitches. There.
I do like your doppelganger is doing his job.
He is doing his job. Have I listed off my favorite plasmids before?
I think we did something, but it has been a while.
It has been a while, and my opinion does change from time to time, but I will say this right now. Electric Bolt's #1. Electric Bolt's #1 on the grounds that it was the first one you ever get. It's pretty useful for most enemies. And yeah, that's about it.
It's the simple things.
My second favorite has got to be Incinerate. Fire. It's fire. Yeah, it's fire.
It is fire.
My favorite element is fire. Therefore, I like fire stuff. I'm a pyromaniac. I guess after that, I have to give it to... I kind of like Telekinesis. Telekinesis, I think, probably is another one I use melee. Besides, Telekinesis buff too. If you upgrade it to its full, you could, like, pick up... Like, does a lot more cool-ass damage.
True.
Then I have to give it to Winter Blast, because Winter Blast, now... It will freeze fuckers. And that's good. Especially big fuckers like this guy.
Yeah, that is a big person. You might even call him a Big Daddy.
Well, I'm calling him the Big Dad because he died. honestly, a lot of the plasmids I like in this game, like I can't really. If I'm ranking them in order, it's because of the order I got them. It's not because I hate them that way. It's just because, well, they all feel the same to me. The only one that I could think of on top of my head that I just don't like is the Sonic Boom one.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that's the one on top of my head that I just don't like, and I remember it was added as like DLC or something.
Oh, pay for that? Hell no.
Well, it came with the DLC we're playing, I think.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna finish off this video by visiting the museum.
Oh, okay. I was sitting there wondering. It's like, oh, we got like 12 more minutes left. What the heck are we gonna do?
Well, the museum is a concept that they had of the game, and basically I thought I kind of like these little things, so I figured we could just like look at it.
Yeah.
Like I'm a fan of concept art and like things that were added to the game or scrapped from the game. Like I just really like seeing this stuff.
Hmm.
I think also I paused long enough for everyone to take a chance to pause it and read it. Fun fact, I think this one says it, but this enemy type that we're seeing right now, this Big Daddy version, appears
Uh-huh.
in Bioshock 2.
Oh.
Big
Oh, that is
bitches.
a nice design.
I do like the design of this one. Like when we look up, you'll see what I mean.
Hmm.
Like it
Oh.
really look like this is the bouncer one. There's more look on the like the drawings of it. I like the drawings of these guys, honestly.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try to like go counter like clockwise, counterclockwise, whatever way I'm going. Just yeah.
Mm.
Originally, I think I was gonna read these to you, but right now I just don't feel like up to reading them.
All right. It might be better just to kind of let people enjoy it at their own pace.
Yeah, I like this one right here because it kind of reminds me of a Scooby Doo villain.
I had a thought just now.
Ha! Ah, this ugly bitch.
Oh, hooker.
I mean, if he's throwing hooks at you, it makes sense.
Sure, sure, you sweet innocent child. Ugh.
It's disgusting. I would have shot that thing on sight. No remorse.
Uh,
No remorse. Absolutely. Like, look at that thing. It's asking to be killed.
okay, this is gonna be a deep cut reference, but that looks like a Psychonauts character.
A what character?
Oh, Psychonauts. It's
Oh, I
another
remember Psychonauts. Yeah, yeah, I get you. You kind of have a point. He does. That's an
Oh, there were
interesting little
bodies.
factoid.
Oh, okay. Why do those bodies kind of look like a plane? Ugh.
Hey, here's that hooker one. Hey,
Uh,
I still shoot it on sight.
yeah, that
Like
is
I'm
an on.
like, okay. To be honest, I'm glad they evolve into what we have today because these things look monstrous. Like absolutely monstrous.
On site. That's my new favorite like sentence, to be honest. I don't know why. It's just the idea of just you see someone you don't like, and it's like, you know what? I don't care what the situation is. I don't care if we're at McDonald's, if we're at a factory, if we're at a play school, or if we're at a preschool. It's like if I see you, we're fighting. It's on site.
uh,
We're sitting
This
on the
guy.
subway.
Oh God.
Oh, he looks like a beta Mortal Kombat model.
uh, I like the end sentence here. They were too inhuman to invoke empathy, buddy. I don't feel any empathetic towards the splicers now. But honestly, I think I would feel more empathetic towards those fuckers that attack me compared to that fucker. Yeah, that's kind of sad. I
Mm.
kind of want to see this as a model too, like like a 3D model. Like it looks creepy.
Yeah, especially that hat it's wearing.
That's a slug.
I know, I was being facetious.
Ah,
Facetious.
gotcha.
Oh, what is that?
It looks like it kind of looks like a liquor from Resident Evil,
Uh,
sort of.
ew.
The pink kind of reminds me of it, and the
Looks like,
uh,
looks like, it looks like a Doom monster.
kind of
He just
yeah.
looks sad. It's he just looks sad. It's like, why do I look like this?
Again, I'd put these guys out of their misery without second thought. Like, damn, the other guys were on site. These guys are on mercy.
On mercy.
On mercy. Who would let them live like that? This guy. I like the look.
Yam hand.
Yeah, but I hate the name.
The Scooby monsters got goofier and less scary.
I mean, okay, if you saw this fucker running at you like a spider splicer, you freak out too.
Yes, yes.
But I get what they're saying. I'm glad that they skipped into the different direction because imagine a room full as fuck.
I hope that wasn't his favorite hand.
I hope so either. I hope it wasn't his dominant hand. You know, that would suck if you lose your dominant hand.
Yeah,
Unless you could use both, and that's amazing. Like, what's that called?
ambidextrous.
Yeah, there we go. The funny thing is, when I use my left hand, I'm actually better at throwing shit with my left hand than I am with my right hand, even though I'm right-handed.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. There's more power behind it. And I think it's because I can't control it, so I just let it at like full force. But when I try to throw it with my right hand, I actually try to like keep it maintained.
Hmm. Anthony lore.
These bitches. Oh hey, the rosy type.
Oh.
It's very close to the, rosy look. Like you could tell this is the rosy. What the fuck is that thing?
What is that?
Oh, early splicer concept.
The team had trouble conveying how someone who had spliced became a marksman.
Okay,
That's
okay. I have an answer for that. I have an answer for that. He took the splice. He took the um plasmid to make him a sharpshooter.
oh, okay.
There's your answer.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I don't like this fucker.
He just
He
that's an
looks
on
sad. On mercy
he,
with this one.
he,
Look at him. He's just asking to die.
that would be a mercy.
I mean, I like the like they're going with the whole thing where it deforms the body, like it's saying right here, and
Mhm.
that makes sense. So yeah, the concept's there.
Ew.
Oh, What's this fucker? This is Sticky. I want to get the name Sticky.
I think that's Stitchy.
Stitchy. I can't fucking. I'm not really.
Oh
Is Stitchy any better?
God, the last sentence on that thing, though. He's just carrying a shotgun with one hand.
Well,
last...
congratulations. You could one shot, fucker.
What are those?
This is the Gatherer.
Oh, you're gonna think it's. You're gonna think I'm so. I thought those were dead capybaras.
I hope you know my silence means what's wrong with you.
I don't know. I just saw those weird, like, not weird. They're cute. I don't know. I just saw like those fat rodent things.
Okay. Alright. Understood. But those were the Gatherers before they decided them to be the Little Sisters.
You know what? It was an improvement.
Definitely. Again, because, no one was going to save them when they look ugly as, shit.
Maybe if they made cute noises or something.
That might have mixed results, but that was the museum. I think we looked at all the, what's there to have.
Uh-huh.
So, thank you for watching, everybody. This was Bioshock. Thank you, Lorenzo, for being a part of this. We'll see you guys next time. Take care. Please like and subscribe, and have a great day.